Rajat's task was to utilize the node concept and experiment different ways to make two objects work together in any application. Scene graph consists of two objects. One is geometry, whose initial location has been explicitly defined in the source code, and the other is pivot node, that is invisible and we add it to the scene by attaching it to the root node. In our experiment, we have used two objects, box 1 and box 2, and then we have attached the two boxes to the pivot node. We have made the pivot node to rotate using the rotate function, as you can see in the code. But the main part here is to observe that when the pivot node will rotate, the attached boxes will also rotate. Now let's have a glance at the application. In this experiment, we have experimented by changing the color and material of the geometry and performed different types of transformation on the object, as you can see in the given screen. We have changed the color of the object from blue to green and the other object from red to yellow. Its neat task was to make use of vector concepts and looping functions and further integrate them with the existing application to make it perform multiple functions altogether. A certain action can be performed in continuous motion with the use of simple update function in a JMonkey engine. Now let's run and see the magic of JMonkey with the gumball. Here it goes. We performed an experiment wherein a box of gumballs is rotating and along with that the alien figure is rotating relatively. This makes use of update function which rotates two box instances attached to a pivot node continuously. In other part, we have used vector transformation to create a demo game. Using vector 3f, we can retrieve location of a player. Get local translation function can be used to get the 3D value of a player. Mult can be used when you need to scale a particular element. Zero helps in setting the particular vector data internally to nil. Here is the preview of our demo game. Now you can see an object running. Whenever an object collides with another object, the score turns out on the screen and the frames are represented. Akansha's task was to further enhance the application and make it look more interactive by experimenting with materials, textures, and 3D modeling. To accomplish it, we understood the concepts of Asset Manager and how to load the scenes and files to our asset directory. Asset can be of various types, that is models, audio files, and textures. Our objective was to add material and texture to surface of the object, and to execute it, we need to follow a simple sequence of events. First of all, we need to create a geometry, then create a material, then create texture, and finally load the texture. Once we have loaded the texture, we simply apply the material to geometry and attach it to the scene by attaching it to the root node. We experimented by adding a rotate function to one of the objects and made it to rotate at a specific speed using simple update function and overrided it in our application. Here we have rotated at a speed of 2. Now let's have a look at the application developed using this code. This is a simple experiment and the experiment was to rotate the object at a specific speed of 2. Moving ahead with the previous experiment, we'll now add audio effects to application as a part of Ankit's task. Adding audio to any application is a straightforward process. In previous experiment, we have altered the color of cube and now we have added a sound to detect the collision of cube with the wall. This is how it happens. Whenever the cube collides with the wall, a sound appears. And now let's see the coding part to describe how we have executed this experiment on JMonkey. First, we need to place our audio file to the project assets, and then we need to create audio notes for each and every sound we want to play in an application. Here we wanted to play ocean sound and collision, and hence we created an audio node for the ocean sound. There are some settings we can apply to the audio node, like volume. For this we have used set volume function and we have set the volume as 3. Next we can use the looping function if we want to play the sound continuously, but we have set it as false because we wanted to play the sound on a specific event. Then we need to call play method of audio node to play the sound. Hi, Harshit part for collision detection and physics integration. Apart from studying all the aspects of both of these topics, we have created two samples. First sample is describing collision detection. There are two objects in the screen, a cube and a wall. The red one is the cube and the below one is the wall. I, J, K and L keys are integrated for the movement of the cube using add mapping function. Here I am describing the code, how we have used the function. Then we need to register with the listener to perform the designated task on pressing of the key. This code describes how we have used the listeners to register with the code. Now when cube collides with the wall, the color of the cube will change from red to yellow. We are using K key to move the cube downwards. As soon as it collides, the color of the cube will change from red to yellow. This is achieved by using simple update function. We have used the concept of overriding and then overrided the below function. As soon as the results is greater than 0, the color changes from yellow to red. In our future project, we'll use this concept to detect any collision and perform any operation based on the object that collides. Another demo is of physics object. We have created the object using rigid body control. The name of the object is Newton ball physics as shown in the code. Then we have assigned the weight to the object and added to the physics world. 1f represents the weight of the unit, that is 1 unit. And we have added this object to the physics world using new ball.geo and added to the physics space. As a result, the ball falls from the wall because of gravitational force, and this is how it is done in the scene. Here the sphere falls from the wall because of the gravitational force. We'll be using this feature in a future project to simulate actual physics objects.